Production.
We're rolling.
Production. Makeup.
That's not correct.
Makeup.
You ready?
Yeah. I need some lip gloss.
We're rolling.
All right, I'm ready.
What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. This is Marriage How We Do It. My name is Tim.
I'm his lovely wife, Keisha.
Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be talking. Well, actually, I'm going to let Juice lead this one.
Why you doing it just to start? You gonna tell the people that?
What?
Start what?
Whatever you say you wanted to talk about 2 minutes ago.
What we said we gonna talk about?
You said it.
I'm just going down the list. What was it?
Expectations. What I expect you to do is lead into this video.
Yeah, what do you expect me to do? No, I'm just joking with y'all. No, expectations. We was gonna talk about. We don't talk about a little touched on the problem in our previous videos about expectations, and most of the time we all talk about, everybody want to like communicate, talk about it and what you need to do. But I want to talk about expectations over the span of 30 years. We've been married 26 years, and we've been together for 28 years, and the expectations, of course, changes over the years, or quarterly, or monthly, however you want to do it, whatever, about what you're going to do, which me and Tim been kind of good with our expectations and talking about it. But first of all, you need to talk about it. If you expect your spouse, because for some reason, people want to have men, what do you want to call it? I don't want to say duties. Men things, women things. That sound better? Like stuff that men should do and stuff that women should do. And nowadays, I don't know if men get as more offended like women get offended more, because you're not going to tell me a woman's supposed to cook. A woman's supposed to clean. A woman's supposed to take care of the baby, because it's called parenting. It's called a marriage. Of course, men take care of the outside of the house. Men take care of the cars. Men take care of all this kind of stuff. So your expectation ain't got to be lined up with a role or a gender. I'm trying to say. That's why you need to talk about it. What your expectation? If Tim expect me to cook every day, he need to let me know and tell me. Do you want me to cook every day? Do you expect me to do X, Y, Z every day? He need to tell me, because I can't read minds. And our expectations have changed a lot over the years, because there's a lot of stuff we're not doing no more. I'm not taking care of kids. I don't have to cook every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that have just changed. I ain't got to clean every day. Because there's nobody here. I have my area, my room and stuff, like my dish or whatever, because Tim be gone all the time. So I feel like you need to talk about, because what happens is in couples and stuff, the arguments start, the grumpiness starts, I call it illness starts, the agitation and stuff starts, because what happens is the expectations is changing and y'all don't know it. Nobody has talked about it. You have to come back together, regroup, talk about what's going on. It's 5 years, 10 years, because I can't read minds. You're not telling me what, because I can't, if I'm thinking you to take the trash out every day and you ain't taking it out and I'm mad as fire, I need to tell you, hey, I need for you to take that trash out every day. And now it's a conversation. He might say, okay, the trash might not need to be taken out every day. Let's do it every other day, or when the trash is full. So we got to talk about it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, she said, yeah, that's how you be doing me. Like when I be finished, my slow talking, and then I look, and then you just be like, okay. But your expectations do change over time, over the period of time, over years, whatever. Like, I'm pretty easy, because there's certain things that Keisha did, but there's not a lot that I really expected her to do, and I think that like now, like she said, I'm gone a lot, and I've never really, felt like, yo, you need to cook, you need to cook. She just always did it, but even now, my expectations are if she don't cook, I know how to go in the kitchen. Like if I see, if I don't see nothing motioning towards the kitchen or whatever, I know how to go in there and make myself something to eat or make a sandwich, and not to have an attitude with her. If she cook or she don't cook, I don't care.
And he don't have an attitude, but you got to think too. He really don't care, but it's still something. He be like, because they gonna ask you. They don't care what you cooking or whatever. But they gonna ask what's for dinner. Like if you don't see nothing cooking, there's nothing for dinner. So you need to head to the kitchen.
But I don't never ask that.
You ask that all the time. What we eating?
I be joking all the time.
Don't start that. Don't start that mess.
So I don't be joking when we be talking about that.
Sometimes
you
don't.
Kicking the camera, man.
But a lot of times you be serious. This is common sense. I'm like, you really do not care about the food or eating whatever, but you're gonna still ask a question.
So I guess I do care that she
you
cooks.
Still giving like a little message out, a little wave. Sometimes, well, let me go figure something out. Let me go order something. But that's another thing. You just got to talk about it. You have to talk about the expectations. I mean, not just like household and chores. You got to talk about your money situation, stuff change. I mean, you might have got a promotion. You might be making a lot more money. You might be making a lot less more money. That's another expectation you got to think about. What?
Go ahead. You said a lot less, more money. Like, what is
that? Sorry. Get on my nerves. So you have to discuss all these expectations, because what happens is I'm expecting something from you that I'm not getting, but I haven't discussed it with the person, my spouse. And now I'm mad, balled up, irritable. They call on the phone. You don't know why they got an attitude and all this kind of stuff, because you ain't discussed it. This is what communication means to me in a marriage. Everybody want to say communication, finance, and communication to make your marriage work. I don't give a flip about communication. The word to me is talking. Yeah, it's the same. Okay, I get it. You talk anyway. Why you can't talk and open your mouth and say stuff? Why is hidden? Why do you think that I read minds? All of a sudden, I'm a genie, I'm a mind reader, and I should know what you expect, and you have not said it. And if you have said it, and if I agree to it and not doing, then you need to revisit it. But if you have said it and I agree to it, it's still not valid, because I might be like, well, I'm not going to do that. And then you got to go back and be like, well, I want you to do that. Now y'all got to come together and have another conversation with what you're going to do. You got to depend on how serious it is and how it's going to affect your marriage and your livelihood. Because if it ain't no livelihood situation, you're going to get over it. The trash is not livelihood, because it's going to get taken out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cleaning up ain't no livelihood, because you're going to clean up unless you just don't clean up. But some stuff is just a little common sense. You ain't going to tell me to wash clothes on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That ain't going to happen, because it's what you like. So now we go back and talk about this expectation. Like, okay, I'm not going to guarantee you that I'm going to wash on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I would try my best to do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But my thing is, do you have clean clothes when you need them? I always say, do not sweat the small stuff, but you got to talk about the small stuff. It's just, you have to. You have to.
Yeah.
And as you, because when you're in a marriage, unless you've been dating for a long time, 10, 15 years or whatever, or you live together, do some stuff, y'all don't know how y'all gonna be at 5 years. You don't know how you're gonna be at 10 years. You don't know how you're gonna be at 15 years. Like, you gotta think, me and Timmy grew up together. Tim was 21, 22 when we got married.
Well,
I'm 23, 24, like
21 and 25.
You gotta think, like, we grew up together. Like, we had to do this life, and then we had a child. Like, we really was winging it. We really was looking at the TV shows. We were really looking at people that was married, and my thing was it was just common sense. Like, cook, clean, take care of the house. Cook, clean, take care of the house. Like, that's what you're supposed to do when you marry. You a wife. You feed the kids. You feed your husband. You clean up. You wash the clothes. You have clothes, clean clothes. Your laundry basket don't be full. You got towels clean. That kind of stuff. You go grocery shopping. So if you're growing up with each other the whole time. So of course,
We do.
at 21 years old to 31 to 41, all that stuff is changing.
Yeah. Yeah, your expectations, your views on how stuff is handled, and like she said, having those conversations, and some of this stuff we do realize, guys, that it's maybe a little repetitive, but these are like points that need to be repetitive, that because we've seen that they need to be repetitive in our lives, because a lot of times you need to revisit stuff that you don't have, that's not clicking like it should, or on all cylinders, or it may be clicking and it may have slowed down, so you need to revisit it again. So your expectations on what you need to be doing, or having, like she said, having those conversations, if it's something that's not gonna break the relationship, but at the same time those things that may break the relationship, and when you have those conversations, like she said, because we have a couple conversations that we've had to go back and revisit again. Well, let me say this: if that person don't really see, like, if it's not really valid to that person or whatever, they may not adhere to the expectations, or they may just be like, whatever.
And you be working out it. Sometimes in conversation, it could be in you responding out of emotions, anger, your feelings. I'm right, you're wrong. So that's why you got to revisit this stuff and talk about it as a married couple, because stuff changes all the time in your marriage. And I say expectations. I want y'all to understand, like, hobbies, your habits. It's everything. Let's just get off this domestic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like Timmy. He in our marriage, he done brought in the MC club. You know what I'm saying? We had a conversation about him joining the club, him buying a bike. You know what I'm saying? Cause everybody take a bike.
MC, a motorcycle club.
Buying a bike. The dangers of it. All that kind of stuff. 'Cause my thing was, you need to know how to ride it. First of all, so I know that you safe. You just say something you want to do and can't ride, and then he had to tell me the expectation about what's gonna happen in the bike club. So that's a hobby that has changed in our life that we had to adjust to. Like, I'm like, okay, let me think about this, let me pray about it, all this kind of stuff. So you have to think about everything that changes. One person might want to stop drinking. One person might want to drink. One person might want to change religion. Like, I'm just saying, these are the expectations that you just can't, you're not going to stay when you say I do, and you in this for a long run. Especially if you been married for a long period of time. That's why every time we're talking about turning corners and curves and conversations, repeat stuff. We talk about a lot of stuff all the time. We make sure it's up front, because I don't want nothing in the back, and I be like, did you say that? Did I say that? Because I need to talk about it all the time. We talk about stuff all the time, because sometimes I do be emotional. Sometimes I am mad. I don't hear what you said. You done said 10 words, and I heard the words that made me mad. Or Tim might, he might not hear nothing, just ain't paying attention. You just don't feel like it. Or you be like, it's a lot of times we go and talk about stuff, I be like, Lord, we got to talk about this again. So I'm not half listening, like, ugh, really?
And she says exactly that. With that. Really? Again?
So be intentional. I just hate the word communicate, because everybody be like a marriage always failing because of communication and finances.
Talk about it.
I'm just like, talk about it. Talk about what you think, what's happening. If you feel some type of, everybody, yeah, I'm feeling some type of way. If something ain't right and I'm feeling some type of way, I'm like, this is my whole husband. Like, why can I tell him I'm not feeling this? Why I can't tell you, you make me feel some type of way? Why I can't tell you, because then sometimes you might be in your feelings, you might be wrong. Like, you're changing. Why you acting this way? You ain't been acting this way. And then he might be like, well, my side been hurting. I've been limping. I'm tired. I got a headache. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know what the problem going on because he ain't discussed. You be like, oh, that's why you came home every night and went to bed and won't talking because your head hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just throwing everything out there because in our marriage, it's so important to talk about it. It's so important to make sure you're on the same page all the time. And when I say all the time, because the page don't turn, too much without y'all knowing it. But some people's ahead of you and some people slow in your marriage. Some people want stuff to be the same. Stuff ain't gonna be the same. I'm sorry. Stuff ain't gonna be the same. I ain't gonna look the same. I'm gonna have this hair. I don't have every hairstyle we can have in our whole relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know what? A lot of people ask me, and I probably talked about this too, about different stuff. A lot of people ask me about my hair with Tim, and a lot of people ask me about my nails. They short now because of the pandemic. I just feel like, I'm gonna be irresponsible sitting to put a nail shot, getting my nails done, and might get coronavirus. But I'm gonna be back. But do he like your nails? Some people have like a little twang to they talking, or some people like, oh, your nails, because a lot of people think, my name is Keisha, I'm the blackest girl you could ever find, my family call me ghetto, not ratchet though, and then the nails don't help, the hair don't help, and then my language, my jargon don't help. So a lot of people, always ask me stuff like that. I'm like, well, no, I'm sure when he's tired of it, or whatever, he will say something. But you gotta understand, when you know somebody likes something, just like my nails being long, it's just like him loving a motorcycle. Like we know each other. Like I'm not gonna never say, you can't ride your motorcycle no more. I don't want you to do it no more. So and so. He ain't gonna never say, I don't like them long nails. They're just too long. Ain't you tired of them? I prefer you to have them short. He gonna do it because it's something that I like. And if he don't like it, he ain't gonna say nothing. He never told me he ain't like him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's been going on for 20 years. So that's another situation that could be happening. Long nails, how much they cost, motorcycle parts, stuff you gotta do with that. I'm just doing something that we do, and now
what we hear,
and what we like, and all that kind of stuff about the expectations. But yeah, just be clear in your marriage. Just be very clear, and you shouldn't have no problem. Like, because if you clear and they don't like it, you're gonna have to keep working it out. You have to keep working it out. You just have to keep working it out. Like, and then that person might not be for you. There's no way in the world Tim can tell me right now or in the beginning of our marriage, I don't want you to wear nails. We wouldn't have made it. That sounds superficial. That sounds like, really, Keisha? I mean, like, why would you say that? Because that's something I like. You can't write them. You can't. What is it?
I think you love them.
Huh?
I think you love them.
I'm saying, like, thank you. That's something you can't rain on my parade. Like, that's like, you can't crush me. I don't care. It's irrelevant. It ain't nothing. It's just nails. I'm just giving an example because there's a lot of stuff I love. I mean, shoes, nails, shopping, dolls, kids. I mean, it's a lot of stuff I'm passionate about. But I'm just saying, that's always something. Men look at me crazy sometimes. Women look at me crazy sometimes. They just be like, what your husband say about your nails? And I'm just like, what?
You've heard that a lot.
Yeah. And I'm like, what? Like, sometimes, I hadn't really thought about it. And I have asked him, like, what you think about my, nails or whatever. So I just feel like it's the same thing of whatever he like and whatever I like. Like, and if I didn't like it, if I did not like Timmy on that motorcycle, I wouldn't say it. Like, I'd be like, well, I know you like to do it. You gonna do it. I'm not gonna ride on it, but you ride on it. You know, I will do that, but I'm not gonna just give you no ultimatum. You can't ride a motorcycle. You can't get no motorcycle because I'm scared that you gonna die and you gonna watch color. Like, honey, people busting people for houses and dying. Like I mean, what? I'm just that don't worry me that he gonna die on a motorcycle because we can die anywhere. You know, I don't even get scared when I'm riding on a motorcycle. You know, and sometimes it can be scary because people don't see you and don't care about a motorcycle. But I feel like if this the time that somebody run out in front of us and we crash, I mean that's how it's supposed to die. And no more than me dying in Walmart shopping and somebody coming there shooting me. So, but just be mindful, honey. Just be mindful and considerate, because that's what a marriage is. And it's such a give and take situation. You know, sometimes you the taker, sometimes you the giver. You know, but just be mindful of when your expectations are changing. They're changing throughout your marriage, especially if you've been married a long time. Some people's stuff change, you know, weekly, yearly, monthly. And I'm just talking about every aspect of your marriage. And especially, nobody want to talk about this, sex. Your expectations are going to change in the bedroom. They're going to change. I mean, somebody might want you to do a flip. You might not want to flip no more. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know. They might start introducing stuff that you don't want to do. You know, that's the time you talk about it. You know, I mean, you got to talk about your sex life, whatever, because one thing I am not, you know, I am not a stripper. I am not on P Valley. I can't climb poles. I can't do splits. I said, but let's talk about what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. I mean, that's all it's do. You married to me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you just not get ready. You're not getting ready to be with Mercedes. That's all there is to it. So
We need to wrap it up.
okay, great. You have anything to say, honey?
No, I think you have done a very good job.
Why you ain't say nothing? They're gonna think that the men don't have nothing to say. Expectations, do they change? Do they change for you? Do you want me to get fatter, skinnier, eat healthier? Which one? What?
You can get big as you want. Just keep it neat. Keep doing what you're doing.
Want me to do a split?
No, you can keep doing the flip that you do, and we'll be good. But hey guys, we can go ahead and cut it off. But expectations real. Comment down below if you guys have any questions. Or
That you want us to talk about.
Yeah, or ideas that you're wondering about, and we'll be glad to answer.
'Cause we've been in the game, honey. We've been in the game, honey. We've been doing this.
So we'll be glad to answer any of the questions that you have. And as always, my name is Tim.
I'm his lovely wife, Keisha.
And this is Marriage How We Do It.
Share, comment, like, post, talk about it. Follow. Tell the people. People always do that. They be so smooth on YouTubers. First, before they get started, they say, first of all, so like, share, and follow. Please tell your friends. That's the first thing they say.
We don't do that.
That'd be so
I don't
smooth.
like to do that because my thing is if you watch my video, if you like it, then you'll follow.
It sounds so good though when they say it.
Well, I mean, why would I tell you to like my channel if you ain't even looked at it yet? So that's why I don't do it. But hey guys, thanks for watching. This is Marriage How We Do It. I'm Tim. This is Keisha. We'll see you guys next time.